What's up, guys? I'm back with another tutorial, and on this day I made some honey barbecue chicken. This is one of my staples in my house. My kids love honey barbecue chicken. It's the easiest thing to make. All you gotta do is season them bad boys up, pop them in the oven, and let the oven do the rest. And it's so easy. It's so super easy, but it's so good. And I usually have to make this big family pack for 4 of us. I barely eat 2 wings. My daughter eats 3 or 4 if you let her. And my son, he just be doing what he want to. So, y'all, I promise you, cooking this, and you compare it with anything. I paired this with some mac and cheese and some corn and some cornbread. But you compare this with anything. This could be an easy weekly night meal, or you can, be fancy and pair it with some other stuff. Whatever is to your liking. But in this video, I'm just going to show you how to do it really quick. And basically just showing you guys how easy the process is. So first, as you can see, just cutting those wing tips off. I cannot stand wing tips. I don't like them at all. Most of the time when I used to make them before, I used to just fold the wing tips in. But now I just cut them off. It's easier. And to me, it's just better to just enjoy that flat and that and here you can see me just taking some of that hair off. Sometimes these stores will leave the hair on. It's just so annoying. But yeah, I'm just making sure that I cut all the tips off, and then we're gonna clean it. I usually use lemon juice and vinegar. Did not have any vinegar, so I'm just using lemon juice here with some water. Kind of rinse it twice, 2 or 3 times when that water is not as cloudy. Get whatever stuff is up on this chicken off, and then we're gonna get the seasoning. So thanks for coming back to my channel. If you've been here before, but if you are new, welcome. I'm just here to show you guys, like I said, this easy recipe. And I like to do voiceovers a lot and just, kind of talk to you guys about some stuff, and kind of have you guys engage while you can just watch me cook. Because cooking is super easy and it's soothing to me too. Like, I like to cook for some reason. But yeah, so I wanted to, as you guys watch me cook, I kind of wanted to talk about God's grace. Y'all, it's so crazy the amount of grace that God will give us, like, that we don't even be knowing or don't even be realizing or being thankful for. Like, I can just think back, like, ever since I've been growing closer and getting to know, like, actively seeking God, it's just insane with how my eyes are kind of like open now, in a sense, if you will, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just realized, like, from a lot of the stuff that I've been through in life, God really just showed me a substantial amount of grace. Like, because it was times where I wasn't even seeking Him, and I could be going through some stuff and maybe have a conversation, and He would, lighten the load. Like, for one instance, I'll give you an example. I remember I was pregnant. I was in this, like, condo, and they called it a condo, but it was horrible. It was horrible living there, and it was a 1-bedroom, but, like, where I was, I needed to get out of there, so that's why I wound up just kind of, like, rushing into it and picking the first thing that I could get. And I was living there. I had 2 of my kids and was pregnant with my 3rd, and I'm like, ain't no way we all finna be in here. Like, sometimes the heat would work, sometimes it wouldn't. Air conditioner was faulty from time to time. It was just a whole hot mess. And so with that being said, I never forget, I had came from work one day and I was just sitting in the car, and and like at the time I was going through just a lot of personal things as well, and then work was hitting me, so it was feeling like I was dealing with a whole lot of stuff outside of being pregnant, because being pregnant comes with its own things. But Man, I remember sitting in a car, not even wanting to go in the house, and just having a conversation with God, and I just started breaking down, crying. I was crying, just crying, telling him like, God, I don't know what's going on, but something gotta give. Like, I need to move. This place is not suitable for us. I'm pregnant. I don't need to be having a baby here. Just, venting, and I just, I'll never forget that conversation that we had, and it was raining outside, and I was just looking out my car. And I wasn't even thankful that I had a car. I wasn't even thankful that I had a place. I was just so tired, so drained for everything that was happening. Um, Real quick before I finish this story, same seasonings. When it comes to like barbecue chicken, because the sauce is going to be the main ingredient here, you really kind of want to still season your chicken well. To me, I feel like I don't, not just salt and pepper. I do onion, garlic, pepper. I think I did white pepper here. A all-purpose seasoning, adobo, and I think that was it. Because I like to, when I bite into my chicken, I like to taste it. And then you just pop it in the oven for 400 until you can, start smelling that chicken. When you start smelling it, it looks like this, then you want to turn them over. Only thing I hate about using aluminum foil is some of these chickens will stick to the pan if you don't have enough oil. So this is very annoying, but look, we're gonna make it work. As you can see, I'm just turning all of these over, and then we're gonna pop them in the oven again for a couple more minutes. I don't have time frames or nothing. I just be cooking with my heart, and we be making it work. um, but yeah, so I just remember venting to God, and then I remember coming back into the house, and I kind of just was like, you know what? It kind of gave me like a boost of confidence, and I was like, you know what? I'm not letting go this easy. Like, even though as much as I wanted to give up at that moment, I guess God showed me grace and really gave me like the confidence to go in there, and I filled this apartment out, application out, and boom, I got the okay to approval. My credit wasn't even all of that. It was like decent, and my oh my, I got that place, and we moved in August, and my son was born in December. So that's what I mean. Like, God just showing me grace, and as like I said, as I've been getting closer to Him, I just been realizing a lot of things, from before, and I'm just like, man, He really showed me grace there. Because again, I was not actively seeking Him. I was not praying. It was nothing. Like, it wasn't no hate or me trying to be intentionally rebellious, but at the same time, like, if you've been here before, me and my mom don't have a good relationship, so she used to always like preach the Bible at me, and it would just make me want to turn away. I didn't want to be like anything related to God was starting to get kind of in the way of me actively wanting to have a relationship with Him. And I've done that for so many years, and yet He still showed me grace. It's wild. Like, and I mean, I know that's the type of God that He is, and obviously that's what you want, because that's unconditional love right there. But it just showed me, like, dang, I just was so ungrateful for, one, the things that I already had, but then two, for that grace that He showed me when I wasn't even trying to have a relationship with Him. And that's real unconditional love, because I know how to give that myself, so I know what it looks like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that it's really a blessing to know that whether you have somebody on this earth or not that will love you unconditionally, or whether or not you have somebody that is on your side, you really truly do have God. And it's easier, I'll say it's easier said than done, because a lot of people preach this but not with context and stuff behind it. I feel that I've come across in my life. I don't know about other people, but it's insane. Like, God's grace is just beyond what we could ever pay back, and it's beyond anything that we can ever imagine. Because in our lowest moments, He could show us grace. Like, God don't even be judging us on, because He know that we're human, and He know that we're gonna have our mistakes and our slip ups, Lord. But at the end of it, he loves us through it all, and still sometimes can feel where we're coming from, to the point where he would show his grace and help us out in those moments. So by the grace of God is, and I guess that's why a lot of people will say by the grace of God, because most of the time we be knowing, like those people be knowing, it was by the skin of your teeth that something happened. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, share in the comments, guys, if y'all ever had a time where God's grace showed up and showed out in your life. I got plenty of stories past that one. That's just the first one that came to my mind. But yeah, man, God is amazing. I hope everyone, at some point could definitely try to seek him and really see what he's about, because, man, don't let that church hurt hold you back, or something that somebody did, because having a relationship with God is nothing compared to down here, to humans, because humans will fail you each and every time. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys ever had a time where God's grace was on you and he really showed up and showed out in your life. I would love to hear those stories, as I just reflect on, who God really is and how he has done a thing in my life. But yeah, if y'all like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe. Excuse my son in the background. He's crazy. He's 4. Boys will be boys. And I hope you like this chicken, man. I just popped it back in the oven one more time and let that get a little bit of glaze. And like I said, I paired it with some corn, and I paired it with some mac and cheese and some cornbread. My kids tore it up. So don't forget to like this